Come on and tune in. Cool running.
This story was so hilarious, I had to share it. So it appears that only Marwa and Deemwango love broke Mzungu. But Paris, is that you, girl? Is that you? This is funny. This is a funny story. I had to share it before my video.
But like when you fall in love, yeah, many things change. So there was a girl, and I was thinking that it's something big between me and her. She was from Mombasa, but she was living now in Nairobi. And we was together for 2 months. I was really falling in love, and I was paying for. First of all, I was paying for Uber, for lashes, for hair salon and stuff like it. And after, I don't even know when exactly, but I started paying for her rent, buying furnitures. I was paying for the rent for her mother. She took me to the village, so then I met her grandmother.
Yeah.
I buy a wash machine for them. I buy even the goats for her.
The goats.
Yeah, but
that's the bride price.
But the thing is, 1 week ago was a situation that I just realized that in my bank account is not enough money to go back to my country. And when I told her the thing about that, she was telling me that she don't wanna be with me anymore because I'm broke Mzungu, and she don't wanna be with me anymore.
Right. Goodness.
And you know what's happened? She blocked me everywhere. She blocked me on all of the social media, WhatsApp, Instagram. She blocked my phone number. I can't even talk with her anymore. And now I'm in the situation that I don't have money to go back to my country. And maybe it's funny story for you guys, but me, I was falling in love, and I didn't think like
properly.
Yeah. And I don't know what I can do now because I don't have enough money to go back to my country.
Okay, puppy, hush. Chill. I'm going to tell you what to do. Take a bus and go to Nabahanze village. Ask for the Marwa family, okay? They will help you out. They love broke Mzungus over there. They will worship you. You will be a king in that village. Okay? Take my advice and go. Go now.
Matthews, stop right there. How old are you?
28.
Welcome to Kenya.
Welcome and welcome back to my channel. Hello, my loves. Thank you for stopping by. It's a pleasure having you here. Rosio, I want you to go and take that one over because you're taking our hello, my loves over. Like, seriously, girl. Seriously. Anyway, on our plate today, we have Iammarwa. It's happy Saturday night. It's getting dark and I have to push this video out real quick. So let's get into it. Happy Saturday night from New York City, the cold New York City. Okay, on our plate, we have Iammarwa, Dee Mwango, Rosia Cabrera, and Uncle Gutu, who is trying to solder a very young girl in a hut with 2 children. Guys, when I saw that video, I got really upset. Really upset. Really angry. To the point where I wanted to cry. Because I said to myself, if I had one wish in this world is to eradicate poverty. Because this kind of thing is only happening because of poverty. Really, it is. There is no way a girl that young with 2 children would agree to move into a hut with a man that old, an ex-convict and an alcoholic, if she was not desperate. Now I'm thinking, perhaps this is one of Iammarwa's ploy to make money. Remember, Marwa needs to travel to Europe because Marwa is very depressed right now and he's trying to bother Rosio so he can go over there and visit her, okay? He's trying to get out of here so he can go and visit her. But Rosio doesn't want him in Argentina. She has run away with his only child. So now he's there with Moses trying to collect money. And Moses wasn't enough for him to use to collect money, allegedly. So what he did, I need somebody, bro. I need to find somebody for uncle. I need somebody for uncle. Let's go find somebody because I need to make some money right now. And what better way to make money than to bring a young girl to stay in a hut on the floor with 2 children? What better way to play on the hearts of those unsuspecting subscribers who will be running to their 401k? Oh, it's tax time. They're gonna get their refund in 2 weeks, okay, if they decide to file early. What better way to get all their tax refund money? Oh my God, guys, let's come together and build them a house. Guys, come on, guys. You can't be this way. Let's build them a house. Guys, they need stuff for school. Guys, they need a bed. Guys, Uncle Gutu need Viagra. Guys, let's help them. Oh my gosh. 2 young children. They have nothing. Guys, that was Marwa's plan. This was a plan to make money. It's another money-making scheme, allegedly. Okay? This is how I'm seeing it because there is no way on earth, a young girl who is attractive, they're saying that she is in her 30s. Word on the streets is that she is in her 30s. Word from the grounds is that she's in her 30s. But I realize that these people, they play with their ages depending on how they want society to see them and view them. So I don't believe that she's in her 30s. I believe that she's in her 20s, and it could be her early 20s. Because of course we know that hard life ages you. So there is no way this girl was suffering, had a hard life, and she is 38 going on 40 or close to up there, and she looks younger than her age. No, I am sorry. And Uncle Gutu is supposedly, he is 50. Where? If Uncle Gutu or Butu or whatever his name is 50 years old, then, darling, Pebbles is 20, okay? Because there is no way that this man is younger than me. No way. So because they don't want it to look bad, they're saying that she's in her 30s. I don't think she's in her 30s. I think she's in her 20s. Honestly, it is my opinion that she is in her 20s, not her 30s. But in any event, whether she's in her 30s or her 20s, it does not matter. It doesn't matter. That situation did not rest well with me at all. It didn't rest well with me. We're talking about an elderly man who has very little stability, a man who has been in jail, a man who is said to be an alcoholic, an old dry up man who doesn't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out. That's what we're talking about. A man that doesn't have a foundation. He hasn't secured anything for himself. No real job, no nothing. If tomorrow Marwa gets pissed at him the way he gets pissed at all the other people who has worked for him, he has nowhere to go with this supposedly wife and 2 children that he brought into his dysfunctional life. And this is what I have been talking about for a while, that I can't understand why young women are putting themselves in this situation. Because this girl has a choice. There is no way you can tell me that no, she doesn't have a choice. Look at the amount of family members that showed up at that hut for the fake wedding, because there was no wedding. They just met up and say, hey, we're married. There was no wedding. Look at the amount of family members, and you're going to tell me that she did not have a choice? No, she has a choice. But to me, this could be a money-making scheme, like I said, because there is no way this ish is real. There is no way. No way. No way, guys. I do believe that this whole thing was planned by that person, Marwa, allegedly, and planned to make a lot of money out of it. Like I said, it's tax time. Money's coming up right now, and he needs money to travel to Europe and Argentina to see his child, who Rosio refused to allow him to see. And he decides that he needs a lot of money because the horses needs to come over He needs to leave someone in charge, so he has to pay people to stay there. He needs a lot of money. What better way to make money than to have these people stay in a little mud hut where people like me is going to be like, oh my goodness, my heart. Because my heart, when I saw that, my heart is soft. Really, really, I have a soft heart. When I saw that, I was like, oh my goodness, I can't believe that 2 children is going to be in a mud hut on the floor with an old man and a young girl, and he's going to solder her that night, and what are the kids are going to be right there, and then they're going to make more babies that night, and all sorts of stuff starts to go through my head, and I started to feel pain in my heart because I'm feeling sorry for her, and it's exactly what Marwa wants people to do, to feel sorry for her. And that's why he brought a girl at that age, very young, with 2 young children. One looked like it's still sucking milk. Seriously, that's the best way to play on people's heart and make them send money. Okay, that is his plan. I truly believe so. I keep asking myself, where will the children sleep in this tiny hut? Who is going to provide food for them? Who is going to send them to school if this Uncle Gutu has absolutely nothing? Subscribers will be responsible for this family, from the man to the wife to the children, to any other children that this man decide that, hey, he wants more children. Come on, guys. Come on. Today in Marwa's video, I heard him say that, you know, Uncle Gutu is not soldering the wife yet. He's given her time to settle in. But he's going to solder her soon so that they can have children.
It's still a mystery, guys. I see new duvets have been washed. I don't know what happened. Maybe the babies urinate or something. Guys, Uncle has arrived with goodies. The money that you guys supported this family. Aye. Hey. So my uncle tells me he's very happy that even if he dies today, he will have left a family behind. Sometimes a pride of a man is just to have a family. Just that. And here in Africa, we really, I have to pity her. We really get bothered by that. As an African man, family is everything here. And my uncle tells me he's been giving the lady some time to settle before making babies, something like that. So that is their story. Me, I will not go into that, but I was also asking him if his pocket is okay. So yeah, some of you have really contributed to my uncle. Actually, most of the money we've given out to my uncle. For example, we have a lot of things that we've done. And thank you for those who are still supporting Uncle Gutu. If you're out there, you want to support my uncle, just feel free, guys. Feel free to support him. Even if it's $1, $2, just feel free to support. That money will help him first even run his family at these initial stages. And also, it's gonna generally help him also. I'm thinking we should start buying material for his construction.
And I said to myself, Marwa, come on, you are an evil POS. You are. Because you saw that this man has absolutely nothing. There is no stability, no foundation, no nothing. No nothing. And he wants to have children. What is he going to use to support these children? And this is a conversation that needs to be had, even though it's a painful conversation. Because the other day when I post on my community post about, you know, poor people just having children and expecting others to take care of it, and I said that this is wrong. No one should be responsible for your children. There were people, some people got angry at me. Some people were disappointed in me saying that. In fact, there was one person who went on all my videos and post all sorts of stuff to say, oh, Mzungu Pebble says Africans shouldn't have children. Poor Africans shouldn't have children. And that was not what I said. They used my words and twist it, hoping that other people would have joined in and get upset at me and unsubscribe. But people know me. I don't care. If it comes out of my mouth, it comes out of my mouth. But I never said Africans should not have children. This is what I was talking about. This is a prime example of what I was talking about. Uncle Gutu finding a young girl, bringing her into a hut that doesn't even belong to him. And the first thing that is on his mind is to have children. And he doesn't have a pot to piss in and a window to throw it out. I am not talking about people with, extraordinary circumstances. I'm not talking about people with unusual circumstances. That was not what I'm talking about. Yes, we have those people and they're different. I'm talking about people like Priska Spaghetti, her who is pregnant, ready to drop right now, and ever since she came on YouTube, all she has been doing is begging because she doesn't have any money to take care of her own children. But yet she went out there and got pregnant. When there's help out there, when you can go out there and get help, right? Birth control and all those other things, so you don't get pregnant. If you can't take care of your children, then don't have them. It's the way I'm going to see it. Who won't get mad, but that's what I'm going to say. Right? In my view, this uncle man should have focused on building his own foundation. A stable environment, stability, stable housing, livelihood, self-respect. Have some sort of self-respect. He has nothing. Where was he living before Marwa bought that piece of lot a month ago and gave him that hut? Where was this man even living? He had absolutely nowhere to live. People are saying that his former wife ran away with the 5 children. A woman doesn't run away with 5 children unless something happened. There's a reason why that woman ran away with those children. So now this young girl is going to end up being battered because we know the mark of the beastess. Or the beasties. We know the mark of the beast. We know, okay? We know. Man, listen, that video really got to me. And that's probably why I didn't react on it immediately, because I was like, this is way too much. Even today when the man went with mattresses to drop the mattresses off at the hut, he's not sleeping there, guys. By the way, let me clear this up. He's not sleeping there. It's evident that he's not sleeping there. And even Marwa said so himself. He's not sleeping there. He's sleeping in the villa. Okay? It's just the girl and the 2 kids are there. This is one of the reasons why I think that this is like a plot to get money, or a money-making scheme set up by all of these people. The family, the girl family, and Marwa and his uncle. And even if it's not, I'm still going to think that it is. Because right now, his subscribers are just going crazy trying to figure out how they can help this family. But today when he brought the mattress there, the girl was thanking Marwa. Like, instead of thanking her husband, she's thanking Marwa. Like it's Marwa who she married to. If this was not a setup by Marwa, listen, I believe Marwa told this girl, I'm going to make you very rich, mom. Very rich, mom. Very rich. Don't worry. He probably looked at the girl family and said, listen, when he talked to them, because I'm pretty sure he talked to the girl family on the phone. They were not going to show up like that without Marwa talking to them on the phone. He probably said to them, listen, I have some people out there in America and around the world. Anything I want, they will give to me. And you have heard Marwa said that the other day in this guy who went to the villa to interview him. Marwa said these exact words. Marwa said, if I want $1 million right now from these people, my subscribers, they will give it to me. This is what Marwa told this guy.
Bro, me, I'm that guy that if today I say, help me, from my audience,
yes,
I can raise 10 million.
over 10 million, bro.
But
imagine telling someone who comes to interview you that. What is that saying about you, Marwa? What is that saying about you? This is the only reason why you're on this platform, is to beg. And this is the culture that you now placed in that village. The type of culture that is in that village. It's a beggar's village right now. You are not building Africa by doing this. There is no way you're building Africa by doing this. You're building a community of beggars, not a community of hardworking people. who can sustain themselves or maintain themselves. No. It's all about the subscribers donating to them, and it's one donation after the other. It's not like you beg this week and then next week you give it a break. No, you're gonna beg every single day because there's always something to beg for. This is sick, guys. This is sick. But that's enough of Marwa and Uncle Gutu. Marwa minions, they are complaining right now. They're like crying. Not complaining, but they're crying. They're saying that Marwa looks very, very sick. Very sick. And one of the reasons is depression, because Rocio refused to have conversations with Marwa. Marwa is watching his child only on video learning Spanish. This child can't learn his language, can't grow up to learn the Swahili language or English. She's just teaching him Spanish. Soon she'll be calling a Spanish man dada. Dada, da, 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 da. Yes, Marwa. So all of that is driving him crazy. And you know, we all know when we're stressed out, we get sick. Because whenever I'm stressed out, I get sick, you know. And his minions are really, really nervous about what's going on with him right now. Really, really nervous. Someone said, Marwa, you do not have the energy in your voice as you once had. You are bored of staying in that place so long and should have never stopped traveling. You could have continued building up your channel. I hope you know that your channel stopped growing the moment you decided to stay on one place all the time and abandon traveling. Someone else said, because he kept saying his wife all the time, and people are, you know, upset at that, because why you keep calling someone your wife who is not even acknowledging you? She's not calling you her husband. Someone told him stop calling her the wife because he treated her badly. Other people said it's time you go away from that village and trust someone to watch over your animals and compound. Get back to being out in the field. It's one of the reasons why he wants to do that, but he doesn't want to. I wouldn't say he doesn't have the money. He doesn't want to spend his own money. He wants these extra money. So he had to bring in reinforcement to get money from these people, because today they were super slapping him like crazy, sending money to his channel, saying, give this to Uncle Butu wife. Give this one, is for the children. Don't take clothes away from Moses, because Marwa wants to take clothes away from Moses. And it's one of the tactics he used. And, you know, those unsuspecting subscribers who are so stupid, they don't understand. When he says, oh, I think they need to go to school, because Uncle Butu said these kids told him they want, daddy, da, 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 I want to go to school, da, 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 da. So when Uncle Butu told him that, now we know all that was planned to say that in the video, Marwa, we know. When Uncle Butu told him that these kids say they want to go to school, Marwa said, they don't have, I don't know, they don't have any school clothes, they don't have any school supplies, but Moses have 3 uniforms, I'm going to take 2 and give to 2 of them.
Wow.
Uncle Gutu says the kids are already saying, Daddy, take us to school. So he's planning, they're going to go to school, the same school where Moses goes, and Anastasia. So we need to get them uniform. Moses has 3 uniforms. So Moses has 3 uniforms, guys. I don't know. This is just a suggestion. We can get 1 uniform for Moses. Can give this new boy 1 uniform as we try to get him measured for another uniform.
I'm like, seriously? So now people are like, no, don't take clothes from Moses. No, we're going to send money to buy clothes, and the super slaps were just coming in. We're going to send money to buy uniform. Those stupid people. The super slaps were just coming in because of what Marwa said. He played on the people hard, like pulling them, and they're like, oh yeah, we're going to send money. Ridiculous. Okay. Stop stressing yourself over people's problems. Concentrate on your own projects. Put your uncle to work and let him solve his own problems. And that is true. Pay the man a decent salary and let him take care of his own Family, stop breeding laziness. Stop breeding this beggar Hanze lifestyle. Please, Marwa, please stop. Oh, Marwa, don't use Moses' uniform as the new cousin of your uncle kids. You can take her to buy a uniform and bag for her. Marwa will never spend his own money from his own pocket to do anything for anyone. No, any money that Marwa spends, it comes from his subscribers. He will wait for them to send money for that uniform. You guys should know that. You're his subscriber. You have been watching him for a while. You know how greedy this man is, and he doesn't help anyone. He pretends as if he helps people, but he doesn't. He begs money to help people and help himself at the same time. Many people are telling him how stressed he look. It's because of Rosio, please. It's because of Rosio. Stop blaming the Uncle Gutu situation. It has nothing to do with that. Marwa, my dear friend, your uncle is going to need a minimum of a 4-bedroom home, as his wife already has 2 children and he is planning to have more. It might be a good idea to get a house plan for multiple bedrooms that you can add on. Those children are small and they will be living there for a foreseeable future. Who is going to build that 4-bedroom? This is what I'm talking about. Sick. This is sick. Honestly, sick. Very sick. Anyway, it's a whole lot of comments, guys, but most of it is about his illness and his uncle. Somebody said his uncle could have married a woman with big children who can take care of themselves, and that's true. It's the same thing that I said, that this uncle is, you know, that to me this is very sick for him to go out there to find a young girl. And I think Marwa has a lot to do with this. You know that all these people, they are sick. They're like little children, all of them. They do. And that's one of the reasons why they went and found a girl that looked so young with 2 little children. Okay? Instead of focusing on building his own foundation first and a stable lifestyle, a stable housing for his life first before involving himself with a woman. And a girl at that, you know, should have known better. Like, if a man doesn't have anything, then why bother to uproot your 2 children from wherever they were? Her life could not have been that bad, as I said, because she seems like she has a stable family. A whole lot of family members from her side were there. So I don't understand why she would uproot herself from wherever she was and move to the village unless there was something in it for her, some sort of opportunity, something that was promised to her. This is what I truly believe, that something was promised to her and her family, and it's the reasons, one of the reasons why she decided to move to that village and settled in a with her 2 young children. Money was promised to her, wealth was promised to her, her life changing was promised to her, and that's why she did what she did. Okay, it's not, I don't think she was suffering that badly. When she came dressed, wearing nice shoes and nice clothes. No, someone who's suffering would have come without shoes. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. That's just how I feel. Okay. So that was this video today. There wasn't much in it for me to continue to talk about or continue to ramble on, you know. Let's move on now to Rosio in the junkyard, who, you know, the other day I saw her decorating her little space and you know, trying to make it livable, trying to make it nice to suit her. But one of the things that I noticed was that it wasn't child proof friendly, and you have to be careful when you have a little boy at that walking around, and he's walking now and talking. He can do a lot of harm to himself with all those things, those plants, all those things. Like, it's not about you, Rosio. At this point in your life, you have a child. It's not just about you. And I truly feel Rosio believe that she is still, you know, not a mother. She's still living that life as, you know, childless and doing whatever she wants. She's not taking into consideration that, you know what, I have a child, so I have to be very, very careful with what I do and where I place things, because one simple accident can cause, you know, something bad to happen. Not, knock on wood that nothing bad happens, but she's not thinking in that sense. if you know what I mean. One of the examples that I saw where she put a plant somewhere and the child just went there and pulled the plant right over. What if that was a glass and the glass, or what if that was a dresser, one of those fancy, aesthetically pleasing dresser to her eyes? She's not thinking about her child. Okay, is this something I can fixate to the wall, or is this something that this child will climb on and then it falls on top of him when I am not looking, especially when she is on, YouTube doing her YouTube stuff? She's not thinking along those lines. I realize that just by looking how she's decorated, looking at how she's decorating that house. She's not thinking along those lines. And it's sad, Rosio. I don't understand why you even had a child. I don't get it. Maybe to secure the bag, but there was no bag to be secured because Marwa is not going to pay you any child support. He will send you a little couple dollars here and there, but that's about it, darling. You're not going to get any money. And it appears that the subscribers are not sending her a lot of money either. From the way I can see things, she thought that she was going to get a whole lot of donations. You notice that every single video she has to push the child in the video and make the child the forefront of the video, because if she doesn't do that, then the people are not going to watch her video. Have you guys noticed that? This is what I have been noticing with her. Even though she was the same one who said, I don't want my child to be on video. No, Marwa, no, my child is not going to be on video. Now the child is forefront of every single video because that is cash cow. I post my photo today of, the photo that she posted on Instagram. And of course it was a chat GPT prompt. She had to put a prompt into chat GPT, and then chat GPT sort of, spit out that photo for her of her and her child. And of course she could have tweet it and say, this child is a white child, let me change it into my baby, what my child really looked like, but she didn't. And I post something on my community post, and of course someone got really angry at me and called me the racist word. They didn't know that I'm an racist because I'm posting a dark picture of the baby. So the baby is not dark, sir. The baby is not dark. I don't know if you're my subscriber or not, but I'm going to ask you this question. What color is the baby? White, or is the baby dark mix? Or brown? I should say brown, because he's not dark. He's brown. He's not white. He's not white. So I just fixed the photo for her. Okay? Look at the books. Now, who wants to call me racist and saying, you shouldn't keep her child out of it. Every day she has her child on camera. I'm sorry. Every single day. And I'm not saying anything bad about the child, and it's a cartoon. It's a cartoon. It's not the child, it's not the no child real picture. It's a cartoon. So what you all getting mad at me for? For what? I respect all people and I respect children. You guys know that. And I'm not saying anything bad or anything negative about this child. I was just posting what it is. It is what it is. He is not white. He's brown. So I just changed the picture into a brown picture. So now y'all don't come for me talk about I'm no racist. Anyway, that's enough of Madam Parasite, because 1 minute she's ready to move back to the villa, and next minute she's I'm just decorating, and I'm just doing this, and I'm doing that, and I don't know, and change the closet this way, and the closet with me and my baby clothes could fit in here, and then I'm waiting on the table, and then the band hasn't come and paint over the dirty wall. I don't know what to do, and I'm waiting, and then I'm going to cook for you guys right now. I want you to see what I'm cooking, because you guys say you like when I cook. Has she ever cooked in the villa? She hasn't cooked one bit in the villa. So I'm shocked to see her cooking right now. Guys, no, I cannot with Madam P. I can't with her. Seriously. But there's nothing going on with her really. It's just boring. It's the same space. She's showing that may as well she become a reactor and sit in a corner like me and run her mouth like what I'm doing right now. Honestly, may as well she do that. Because showing that same space over and over every 4 days, It's tiring, Rosio. People are seeing the same thing. There is nothing to update, nothing to upgrade, nothing to update. It's not like in the villa, the big, big villa. But at least she's happy. And guys, it's not where you are, to be honest with you. It's if you're happy. One of the questions I ask people when I meet them is, are you happy? And that is what is important in our lives, our happiness. So even if she's in a garage or even if she's in a little hut, it doesn't matter. What matters is her peace of mind and her happiness. I may not like her, and I don't mince my mouth to tell you that I don't like the girl. I do not. And I will never like her. But at the same time, I don't want her to be miserable. I want her to be happy. And if she's happy where she's at, I don't see anything wrong with her, decorating her house and doing her stuff. I'm going to react on the issue they do anyway, but I don't see anything wrong with her doing what she's doing, trying to make a life for herself instead of staying with Marwa and taking ABUSE from him. No, I don't see a thing wrong with that. Not a thing. Well, that's it on her. So let's move on to, I think, Deemwango. I saved the best for last. I saved the best for last. So let me see what I have here on Deemwango. So according to my notes, it said she did a 50-50 video. We thought that she deleted the video, but the video isn't deleted. Okay, the video is still there where she was talking about, a bunch of lies, how she really wasn't paying for anything. Peter, pumpkin eater, is the one who's spending and all that kind of stuff. And we all know it's a lie, Dee has said herself that all her life, no man has ever given her anything. All her 30 years of living on this earth, a man has never given her anything. She was always the one paying, and she's still the only one paying for Peter. We know, Peter Pumpkin Eater, you can agree with that. She must have hidden that video to edit some stuff out of it, because she was saying, some stuff about 50-50. I honestly didn't watch the video. I just saw pieces of it where she was saying, oh, Peter said he didn't want any gifts from her and don't give him anything. And, this Peter Pumpkin Eater is pretending as if he's this perfect gentleman who doesn't want anything from Deemwango. And we all know that's a lie. If Deemwango didn't have money, Peter would not be with Deemwango. Okay? We know that. We know that Peter Pumpkin Eater is after something from Deemwango. And one of the things is he wants to grow his YouTube channel to be able to make money. Okay? Peter doesn't have money to take care of Deemwango. He doesn't. Maybe later on in life when he's making money. But him saying he doesn't want anything from Dee, she shouldn't give him anything. Peter Pumpkin Eater was in the grocery store, not in the grocery store, in the beauty supply store, asking Deemwango to buy him a roll-on. A mere roll-on that is this small probably costs $3.50, $4 or $5 in that country. I don't know. He was asking her if he could get that roll-on. Come on. I'm sorry. All those gadgets that Peter Pumpkin Eater has is Deemwango who purchased those gadgets for him. Allegedly. Now, many people are saying that, Dee, she kept saying she's traveling one day. Next day, she's saying she's not traveling. She has to stay put. And I was also wondering when she kept saying that she was traveling. I'm like, how did she get her advance parole so fast? In the United States, we call the letter that you get that allows you, or a card. Sometimes they give you a card. Sometimes they give you a letter that allows you to travel while you're adjusting your status in a country. It's called advance parole. I don't know what it's called in Poland, but it is similar, okay? They issue them a travel document so they can travel. But I was thinking to myself, how on earth would Dee have gotten a travel document within 3 weeks? There is no way. She just got married. She just put her papers in, submitted her paperwork. So there is no way she could have gotten a travel document that quickly unless the rules are different in Poland. I know that in the United States, it will take at least over a month, sometimes 3 months before they issue a travel document. There are some people who right now are still waiting on travel documents and it's been over a year. Okay, so I don't know how it is in Poland, but apparently she's not traveling anytime soon. Perhaps in 2 or 3 months, when she get the travel documents, she can travel. But if she doesn't have it, once she leaves Poland, she can't go back. So she has to stay put. And if she leaves Poland, then it means that she has some sort of travel document. That's how it works. And I don't know why she corner. Just come out and say, Dee. Just come out and say, why are you saying you go into Africa one video, and by the time you do the next video, you say you're not going to Africa? Stop your lying, girl. Come, you lie too much. You lie too much. I saw a reactor the other day saying you run your mouth too much, and that is so true. That's why people were able to find your husband, because you run your mouth showing legal documents online. Who does that? Who does that? You should have known better than to go show the man name online. You foolish, because you want to show off. But that's what you get. That's why I don't feel sorry for you when you do these things, because you don't know how to keep your trap shut. Just run on like a freaking parrot. So anyway, I guess her man, in the latest video I saw, her telling her man goodbye because he says he's traveling. And I remember in a previous video, this man said that he was traveling. He was going to tell us where he was going, but he said he was traveling in 1 week because he's not a traveler. He said so, but this one time he will be traveling. And I think it's probably one of his first or second times that he is kind of traveling outside of Poland. I don't know if the farm law. he went on a CEO farm law business trip. That's what he said. D, where did he go? Farm law business trip? Or he went to make content? Or he probably went to a wedding of one of his friends and he couldn't take her. Who knows? They lie so much that you don't know. Or perhaps he's right there in the house, because he called her pretending as if he was calling her from wherever he was supposed to be, right? And she's, hi, yeah, I feed the dogs. Yeah, oh yeah.
Hello.
How are dogs?
Dogs are doing good. It's like he's behaving. He's not even crying anymore.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Albert is drinking wine.
Ah, you've even reminded me. Let me tell him to drink it. Albert? Okay, I'll give it to him shortly.
Okay, see you later.
Okay, Baba. Bye.
So someone in the comment section say he left D to feed the chickens and the dogs. He left the home to feed the chickens and the dogs. And imagine the first thing he asked about are the dogs. He didn't even ask her how she's doing. He is asking about his dogs. But the uncle is there. The uncle lives there. And the mother comes on weekends. Who knows? Maybe the mother works in the city because she is a live-in nanny or a live-in whatever in the city somewhere. So that's how she end up coming back home on weekends. Or she works in the city. It doesn't matter what she does. You know, let me leave that out of there before people say I'm judging her. No, that's not what I'm doing. She works in the city, so she stays in the city, which, you know, wherever she works. But if they complain so much about living in the city and it's so expensive, I am leaning towards she's living in a family home where she is a nanny, or she is the helper, or she's the nurse in a family home. So she has to stay in the city in the family home, not where she has her own house in the city. Okay, that's what I'm leaning towards. So she's left alone, talking about, it's the first time I'm going to be alone by myself. Oh, my husband is gone. And why her accent like suddenly changed? Like her accent is completely different now from the accent she had like a month ago or 2 months ago. It's a marriage accent right now. Dee has a marriage accent. My husband, oh, it's the first time, guys, that I'm left alone, and you know, I'll be all right, because you know, this marriage thing, I'm so content here. This is going to be my home, and I'm gonna be traveling all around the world, and I can't wait. And I'm like, girl, shut up. Shut up, please. Because we know you marry for passport. You don't have to keep reminding us that you marry for passport. What else do we have on her? Oh, someone mentioned that and she is traveling to Africa, guys. She will travel to Africa soon. Within a few months, she's going. As soon as she gets that documentation to travel, she's going to Africa. Mark my word. Okay. What else do we have on this table for her? Oh, so people were reacting on how she talked about she loved Jamaica so much, and one of the reasons why she says that is to get donations from them. And we all know that, like Maxwell said, whenever you see Marwa wear that Jamaican shirt, it's just a symbol to activate donations. The same thing with Rocio. When she comes out here with "Hello, my loves," I guess this girl is watching me because I always say that, and it's not to activate no donations, guys. Okay, that's me. I address a lot of people like that, by the way, and I do care about you guys as well. Wink, wink. But whenever she talks about Jamaica and talk about it's her favorite, my favorite country, my favorite country. Your favorite country when you didn't even remember they had hurricane, girl. When they had hurricane, not even $1 you didn't donate to these people. Now you're talking about your favorite country. How can you treat your favorite country like that? Huh? Please, Dee. That's the only place you can go to get. If all these Jamaicans decide to unsubscribe from you right now, you will be in deep doo-doo. And you know that. But the only reason why you're there sucking up is because you need the Jamaicans to send you money and you need them to watch your videos. But you don't care about Jamaica one bit. In fact, you only care about yourself. You care more about the Mzungus. In fact, you, Marwa, and all of them, all of them could do without the Jamaicans and the Caribbean and the black people, they would. If it was the other types of people sending money to them, they would have talked so badly about all these other people. The way they talk about their own countrymen, Africa. Because the way Dee talks about, I'm not going back to Africa. Like she doesn't care about her country anymore now that she's in Europe. And, people were saying that her husband always embarrass her because she is so dunce and she doesn't know anything, and he chooses to say stuff on the camera where people look at her as, oh my God, well, she didn't know that she is dunce. And her man, who is not singing about he loves Jamaica and he's not a black person and all of that, he has never been to Jamaica, he knows more about Jamaica. When Dee said if the Winter Olympics is in Jamaica, I thought I was gonna pass out. I was like, she can't be serious. How could the Winter Olympics be in Jamaica when Jamaica is a tropical island? And then she knew nothing about the bobsled team. Come on, the iconic bobsled team. Come on. Who doesn't know about the bobsled team?
That y'all arrive on the scene in Cortina, Italy, with my new friends, the Jamaican bobsled team. How's the night going for y'all?
It's going great. We ain't so much here. Most famous people here, man. They're killing it out there. Big Shane, you're killing it, Snoopy. Yes, sir. I love it.
And you know what I love? I love the spirit that when y'all showed me the bobsled machine that y'all riding on, it had the Rastafari colors in it.
Rastafari.
So y'all had a strong season so far. Is this going to be the greatest time for y'all ever?
Yeah, this is.
We're definitely going to go out there and represent.
You heard what she said? We're going to go out there and we're going to represent. I want to thank them for sliding on, you know what I'm saying, while we riding on. We in Cortina. Snoop Dogg hanging out with the Jamaican bobsledding team, baby. Rastafari.
Deemwango. Guys, I can't with them. I seriously can't. Because even if she didn't know about the bobsled team, many people knew about the movie Cool Runnings, the Disney movie. Cool Runnings. Everybody knows about that. Everybody. It was come on, that was the best movie ever. So I don't understand. You know what? Maybe because she grew up in the village and stuff, I can't knock her for this, guys. I'm going to say this. I'm going to be fair. I can't knock her for not knowing anything about the bobsled team. And I can't knock her for not knowing about the movie Cool Runnings. I'm going to be fair. You have to understand that Marwa and Dee, they grew up in this. You can see how primitive they are in this village. Look at how the man, you know, just brought this woman over and say that's his wife and move her into a little hut. Come on. You can tell that this is not how I've never been to Kenya, but I can proudly say that just from viewing other people's channel, I can tell that this their actions doesn't depict the entire action of Kenya. It doesn't. It doesn't. That's not the culture of Kenya, okay? It is not. They're completely different. They're in their own world. They have their own rules. They have their own culture. They have their own everything in that little village. So I'm not going to knock her from not knowing certain things, but if you're a traveler and you call yourself a traveler and you always say, you're beneath me, I am up here and you're beneath me because you don't have a passport and you can't get a visa, and I've traveled all over the world to 60 countries, and you can't be like me. And I love Jamaica, and you don't know anything about Jamaica, then of course we're going to talk about it and we're going to say that you should do better. If you're talking about how much you love this country, your undying love for this country, then I'm sorry, you should know about the country at least a little bit. Anyway guys, I think that is it. There's absolutely nothing else to talk about these people, you know. She said that tomorrow she will tell people why she didn't travel with her husband. We already know, girl. If you travel with him, then it means that you got your travel documents. If you didn't travel with him, then it means that you didn't get your travel documents. What it is to have a whole video over that for. Don't come out here and lie, because we know you're a compulsive liar. We're not gonna sit here and listen to your stupid lies, madam. Please don't do it. Thank you guys for watching as always, and I'll see you in my next video. Talk to you soon. Bye bye.